How long will it take to put the debris into the waste cell, and what's the timeline?
It'll be several months. You know, we have to remove the rebar from it. There were some very large pieces that are, you know, almost building size. It's a big stack that has to be crushed up. We do have a post demolition event sampling plan. Again, that's posted on the website, and we will post that, and we would have to go through that sampling program, and that will determine whether the material needs to go to the cell or it can be put beneath the engineered cover over the site. The results from the pre-blast sampling indicated that the material wasn't problematic and could be put beneath the on-site cover, but we just want to confirm that.
The water cannons, what did those do? Because yeah, it looked like they were just like wiped out by the dust.
Well, it's important to think that they were not meant to be a sprinkler system. That was not the purpose. The purpose was to atomize the water into the smallest droplets possible and saturate the air so that it would attract as much dust as possible. And we think that they worked correctly. The dust did fall through, and again, you know, the heavy concentration of the dust you saw in the fall zones, we didn't see those, you know, leave the site perimeter.
Do you know how much water was used?
We used all 500,000 gallons.
So what are the next steps?
Well, we have to, now that we have begun construction of the waste cell, you know, once that's done this summer, that will be begun to be filled with the material that'll be going in there. We'll be completing the design for the monofill cover over this site. We have to complete characterization and the final planning for the remediation of the property across the freeway. And we have to determine that the groundwater demonstration test that we're doing right now is effective, and that will still take another couple of years to complete.
How many landfill totals? How many cell totals are there?
There's one cell that we're creating. ASARCO did leave 3 cells behind.
If you would have taken some of these dust control measures, would the cloud have been worse?
Absolutely. And I think a good comparison would be if you go online and see some of the dust, some of the stack demolitions at other sites where they didn't have dust mitigation. You can see that the dust is much more concentrated and much more voluminous than what we had here, considering the size of these stacks.
I just want to ask a couple questions of how you felt personally when the stacks finally came down.
I felt very tired. It was a relief that they fell as we had planned, definitely. So weight was lifted. I'm still very tired right now. I really haven't processed it completely.
And how do you think Paso will feel like? Because I know I wasn't going to believe it until they were actually down. So how do you think El Pasoans are going to react?
Well, I got some emails from some folks congratulating us and thanking us. As Beto points out, there's some questions right now which really haven't filtered to me yet. You know, really haven't got, you know, most of the input I've gotten so far this morning has been fairly positive.